Hi, Misha here, and this is as tall as the little tripod will do, and as you probably can hear and see, it is raining cats and dogs. So I wanted to get out here and do some video work, but it's gonna have to wait. I just really like being outside to do it, even when I'm back in town. But let's talk, because I'm really gonna need your help, guys. Kind of the t-shirt says it all, sort of. Although, not so much caffeine. Although my wife does buy these t-shirts, if anyone was wondering. Look. The last few years have been hard. I've persevered. People have pitched in to help on the channel when they have time. People don't have time anymore. That's the problem. Will life ever slow down? Maybe, maybe not. But think about it. How often do you get to see your friends in person? Not, you know, gaming or over Facebook, but actually in person to hang out. Now, think about all that goes into shooting and doing video work. I was very happy and fortunate Fox was able to do the live stream a couple of weeks ago. That was very impromptu because our schedules kind of merged unexpectedly. But, you know, that can't happen all the time. J-Ro got a good full-time job. Unfortunately, it has a 2-hour commute. I'm happy for him. He needed the job. Jay, yes, he and I still talk. We're good. He's working crazy hours. But I'm going to hang on. Part of it is I'm just stubbornly dumb, hard-headed, probably. Another part is I don't want to give up. And I do have stuff I want to say. And there are some really neat firearms and historical things coming out and out to talk about. And as we've seen on this channel, sometimes just revisiting the old classics you guys like, and I'm really happy to do that. The cabin is just now up and running. The pump house is done, so now we can start on the range part. Assuming hunting season is over, that's kind of the deal. For the next couple of weeks, I won't be able to do any new shooting because of deer season, but that'll be over before we know. But, again, got to have your help, guys. YouTube is paying less. Nothing I can do, even if videos are getting monetized. And it's not just me, it's everyone. Even if views are up, YouTube's down. Patreon is in a weird place right now. I really need your help if you can either continue supporting on there or can go sign up, even $1. I'm going to have to restructure it because, again, I don't have help and time. I'm due this. I have a full-time job myself. I have a family. I really do. And I feel bad that I can't do more on Patreon. You're not forgotten. I want to get back to doing polls. It's just time, guys. But it will get better. With the cabin now, it's making it easier, better, and more enjoyable for me. And that is quite a bit closer to Fox and other members of my family that have already offered to help out. And it may just be a rotating cast. And I've even met a few neighbors that are interested. So I'm hopeful I can, if not have one full-time help, at least, you know, have that. Guest stars and all that. Because I want to go on. I really do. So if you can pitch in $1, $5, whatever on Patreon, you won't be forgotten, I promise. I will hang in there, but I need that help. And if you can't, I understand. Money is tight. I really do. But you know what's free? Liking a video. Guys, the likes on the videos are, quite frankly, pretty pathetic. Sorry, but look, I spend, you know, on a quick video, like the last one I did, which is just because power was out, that whole thing still took me a couple of hours of my life. And on a more extensive video, you're looking at days worth of work. Please, at least click like. At least subscribe. Sharing. Because even if you can't help, maybe someone else can. I'm trying. I'm an independent channel. I don't have any, like, affiliation with any of the big groups, nor do I want it. Didn't even really want to monetize on YouTube before this became inevitable. Patreon, we started in 2018 because you guys asked. I don't want to make money at this, but I can't run a negative. The channel has to at least pay for itself. I hope that makes sense. The those of you that have donated ammo, that is amazing and excellent. That's exactly what helps. But I still have to maintain camera equipment. I'm going to need to get a new media thing for the GoPro here, maybe a new GoPro. Memory cards, I need to get new batteries because eventually the charge doesn't hold like it should. And of course I have to pay gas. You know, last time when we did the live stream with Fox, I bought him dinner and did that. Luckily, you guys pitching in on live streams covered that. Cool. Again, not in it for the money. That's not it. This is not my job in the sense of, you know, I'm trying to get rid. I just need it to not be a loss. And I do have the cabin to cover. Got to justify that to the wife and family. And if I can start making videos that do better out there, it'll make Peanut happy. And if you don't care about me, you care about Peanut, right? Because, look, guns, whatever, liberals, conservatives, whatever, 2A, important. But you know what? I don't trust people that don't like pets, dogs, cats. Something's wrong with you. They're so great. Yeah, I guess kids too. But, you know, kids get older and talk back. Dogs and cats, they just love you. So if you don't do it for me, do it for them. But no, I'm, of course, just out here in the rain. I was wanting to do a talk part for some shooting I had done a couple of weeks ago, which I will do. Just hopefully it clears off before we lose daylight. But I'm trying really hard. Any spare time I've got. So if you can't do Patreon, I understand. Please participate in the live streams. I will get back on a regular schedule, especially after the holidays. And if you can't meet up with me on there, yeah, like, subscribing. The likes really help on YouTube because, look, it costs you nothing and it really boosts. And it's not even like an ego thing. It's just, you know how YouTube is about older channels, and I've been around since the spring of 2011, so definitely not a young channel or a young person, unfortunately. But also gun channels. But it's not just gun channels. It's a lot of what they consider objectionable or questionable hobby channels. So if you want us to stay here, you gotta have some help support us. Get us out there. Now, that said, a friend who I've known since elementary school had an excellent suggestion. Try Twitter, try X. I looked into it. I'm going to try that when I get time, and probably I need help because I've never had a Twitter account in my life. So maybe in 2025 I will post on there and on here because that should be a gun-friendly zone as far as I know. TikTok absolutely is out. No guns on there, period. Can't do anything about it. I also hate that on here we can't do anything on a live stream involving firearms. I understand why that decision was made. It's a very tragic backstory, but it limits our live streams. I know. But basically, if you guys will help support me, I promise I won't give up. I will keep on. And got a video planned for the WBP USA, not just talking about the new company, but got a couple of their new products, including the 545 folks have been asking about. Even got some ammo. So we're going to be able to shoot some 545 again. Got a video coming up on the Fed Arms thing, POF, MP5 thing, how that went down. That's actually what I wanted to finish up today, but again, rain. And I always like doing old videos. I know they don't get quite the views, that's okay, it's a more niche thing, but I love older guns, so hope you when you get bored in the winter, check those out. And I've got a new AK video, well, new as old, I want to do very soon. Something like the top 5 AKs that were most influential for me. Not necessarily my favorite or best, just like the ones that got me into AKs, because it's a question that does get brought up of how do I know what I know on AKs? It's just exposure and having it beat into my stubborn thick head over and over and over until it's stuck. So these are the guns that really help beat it in. Again, not really anything new there, but a different take at some guns. And also going to be doing some videos on Wilson Combat because they're close by here. And they're letting some guns go out of their archives, which is pretty cool. And you never know what else might be happening. Obviously, people feel like the gun market's secure for the next while. And generally, yeah, I'm optimistic. But I'm a little concerned about imports just because of imports are always the easiest to get goofed up. Domestic stuff, I think, will be pretty good, but you never know. Again, I don't know. Crazy times we live in, but we made it over a hurdle there. That's good, but we have to keep vigilant. I'm always reminded of the Hearing Safe Act in 2016. Once 2017 rolled around, we never heard of it again. I think we need to hold them accountable. If they're pro 2A, show it. Let's repeal something or do something, because we really need a bone, guys. We've done well with like the arm brace thing. Bump stocks are looking better. Bump stocks aren't my cup of tea, but you know what? It's not about what I personally like. It's about defending the entire 2A, and that's part of it. I would love to see loosening of ATF control on imports. You know, domestically, we're doing pretty good on the federal level. State level, here in the South, we're good. But there's a lot of states that need to gain back. Illinois is fighting back successfully. California, bless them. I know everyone kind of rags on California, but I know that we've got a lot of gun-friendly people out there. So, you know, support there. Same with New York. Upstate New York, beautiful country, great people. Good hunting, good fishing. Yeah. But we've got a lot to do coming forward. So don't rest on your laurels. And please support gun channels, especially independent ones. Not just myself, but a lot of it's become very corporatized, PR, very samey, you know, paid review. I'm not going to do that. Because it's boring. Now, I admit, I like to be positive. But if I think a gun's crap, I'll either say it or I just won't do a video on it. Because I don't like doing negative reviews. They're kind of dodgy to do. But, you know, you have to call a spade what it is. Peanut wouldn't let me get away with it any other way. Gonna do more with that arsenal, by the way. That we did the SAM 7 SFC. Kind of been working on it, tinkering it a bit. See if it gets a sling. And, of course, Swiss guns. We'll keep reporting on there. But please, if any way you can help, please do. It's sorely needed right now. That's all I can ask, guys. As long as you guys keep watching and supporting, I'll keep on going. And I'm, like I said, hopeful with the cabin. I'll get more support down there. But I can't begrudge people like Jay and J-Ro and even Fox for doing well at their full-time day jobs. And I can't begrudge them for being tired after working a 10-hour day. They help when they can. And I do videos whenever I have a spare second. You can ask my wife. But I'm going to need to buy some new camera stuff soon because stuff wears out. Stuff breaks. Especially out at the range. And ammo is always a constant thing. I'm really hoping... You know, guns are cool. But I'm pretty happy with the guns I own. But ammo. We always need more ammo. Imports and also domestic. I love to see more domestic production. Wouldn't you? So... Yeah, and feel free in the comments. Let me know what you'd like me to review. Now, it's probably not going to be much to do with PSA. I just don't have much to say about them. All the big channels already talk about them. What can I say that they haven't, you know? But, you know, AK stuff, WBP, USA, Arsenal, as long as I can. They're getting pretty spendy. What can you do? All that. I'll report on it as much as I can. And any other cool imports. I think we'd all still like to see an FB rating. Speaking of, I just wanted to end the video. One thing I think we're all in support of over here is we need peace in Ukraine. It's a devastating war. It's wrecking a country. It's destroying two people's young generations. I lived in Russia. I love Russian culture. I'm married into a Russian family. I studied Russia in college and in grad school. Also visited Ukraine years ago. Had a Ukrainian roommate. It's tragic what's happening. It's politics, and people should argue over politics, even vehemently, maybe even throw some punches. They shouldn't be shooting rifles at each other. It's not right. Especially to people that are so closely connected culturally. So, I think that's the thing I'd like to see going forward internationally is just, let's have a ceasefire and then go to the negotiating table, because that's where it always has to end. You kill however many young men, and then you have to negotiate. And this has been going on for almost 3 years now. And it's just tragic on both sides, and no one's winning. I just wanted to plug that, because it is something I feel very passionate about. And then maybe we can get more gun imports, too. It's kind of how I tie it back in. This is tying up a lot of the stuff, pushing up prices on Zastavas and arsenals. So if you need that kind of a reasoning, and ammo too, yeah. And I would love to see relations with Russia improve, because it's been a decade now where things have just been not good, and can't even go over there anymore, even if you're a Russian citizen, really. Tragic. But we have to be together. We have to have community, support each other. Holidays are coming up. I sincerely hope people can realize that friends and family are much more important than politics. Because they are. And that's why I like firearms so much. To me, growing up and in college, it got me outdoors. It brought me together with friends and family. It was actually a point of commonality with a family member of mine where we were very far apart, not so much on politics, but on religious things and other things. But we could talk about guns, and it was and we rebuilt the relationship pretty much based on guns. And I've had plenty of stories like that. A lot of friends I made at the range because of guns. Very positive things. And, I think COVID showed us that when the police are not able to come, at least quickly, guns let people be safe. As long as they're handled safely and you're properly trained and, all those caveats. There we go. But I just wanted to talk with you guys. I'm optimistic about where things can go. You guys here, I've got a lot of videos planned. It's kind of a be careful what you wish for on rain. We didn't have it for over 2 months, and it's been raining for like 2 weeks now. Yay. I mean, there have been, days it hasn't, but yeah. But much more to plan to come, but gotta have that support, guys, whatever you can do. As soon as the holidays kind of finish up, I'm gonna try, like I said, to open up a X Twitter account, see how that goes. I'm gonna really try to get on Patreon more than I've been doing. I'm not ignoring, I'm not taking it for granted, it's just prioritizing. And I need to get back on a live stream schedule. So, I know. So I appreciate those of you that have borne with me through this. Things will get better. And they're not bad now. I've got my friends, I got my family. Fox was very supportive in a recent event when a close family member of mine was in a car wreck. He came right over and was there, so much obliged to that and that whole thing. And that's what's important and what I really value in life. As you get older, you lose people you realize you never got to tell them what they meant to you, and it really just puts everything in perspective. But with that, yeah, as soon as it's not raining, I'll get back to work on a couple of videos I'm in the middle of, and then hopefully by that time deer season will be over and we'll be back to shooting, and got some pretty neat stuff planned. So, whatever you can do to help, much appreciated. That's the benefit of being a small channel, is a support given is immediately felt. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna go after, good grief, nearly 14 years. Unless they just, something happens where I'm forced off. I'm just too stubborn. And again, I love doing videos out at the cabin. That's a spot that's very special to me. Family land. Feels good out there. And you guys seem to like it out there too. Peanut likes it. Wife likes it. So I'm really looking forward to doing a full year out there in 2025. So with that, as we get pretty close to Thanksgiving, hope everyone's doing well. Got any new guns? Again, any guns you want me to review, put them in the comments. Can't say I will do it, but, some things like the Tavor 7, I did because people asked. Some stuff I just like doing for myself, like the Enfield number 4 bayonet video, which, fair warning, I'm doing another one because I told folks a few months ago, hey, I'd like to get a couple number 4 bayonets because I just had a couple already and I want to get some, and now I've got tons. It's fun because they're so cheap. You can pick them up for like $10-20. So even if only 5 people watch it, I'm still going to do another one when I have time. No, I'm good, guys. And when you guys support it, it really does make my day. When it's been a long, hard day, when I see the subscriber count go up, when I get a new Patreon, that means the world to me. You don't know how many times just something small like that turned my day around or made it feel worthwhile. So I sincerely, deeply appreciate it and say thank you. With that, this is a slightly soggy Misha. Read the shirt. And catch you very soon when it's dry next time.